It's a new year, and it's time for a new you. Starting with makeup, here are the essentials you need in your makeup bag.
Am I really that much? And breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you.
It is your girl DayjanayAtavia, and it has been a minute since I posted on this channel. Mind your business. Honestly, 2025 was a year, and I feel like I'm starting to get a footing, but we never know. We never know. This year, I wanted to start off by getting back to the basics in makeup. And I know a lot of people are trying to learn makeup and they're seeing stuff on TikTok, but they still don't know where they really need to start. And that's why I'm making this video, because I wish I had this when I was a teenager trying to figure out, what do I need? First, I want to remind everybody that this is supposed to be fun and explorative. Please remember that. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't feel like you have to look like a certain person. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. You are beautiful, and with makeup, you are just enhancing your beauty, okay? All right, now let's get into it. First of all, we're going to break this down into sections, because there are sections when doing your makeup. Section 1 will be about base. Section 2 will be about the eyes. And section 3 will be about the lip. Guys, I almost forgot another extremely important section. Section 4, you need brushes. We will have a bonus section, but that's just added stuff. Starting with section 1. Our base. All that a base is essentially your foundation, contour, and concealer. These are all the things that go onto the entirety of your face. That base, the part that's supposed to look like skin, is very important. And the 3 things you are going to need is a good contour, concealer, and foundation. I can make a video on how to find your perfect shade or how to decipher between liquid, cream, and powder products, but I'll do that in a different video. Let me know if you want that in the comments. Getting into makeup or coming back to makeup, you need a good foundation, because it's just going to even out your skin tone and just make sure everything is smooth. You definitely need a contour because it adds dimension. We are 3D beings. We are not 2D. Therefore, you're going to need contour, and contour is just the shadows. It adds the little, makes you look chiseled and snatched. And you are going to need concealer, not only to get rid of the different dark spots and stuff that you want to get rid of, or to fix hyperpigmentation. You also need it to brighten the high points on your face. So for your base, you are going to need a foundation. It could be as simple as a BB cream or as heavy as full coverage. A contour, liquid, concealer. It don't matter how you want it. You need it. And a concealer. That's what you need for your base. Also, you are going to need a good primer. Moisturizer can count as primer, so if you have a good moisturizer that you like, but there's also primers that control oil, primers that add moisture to your face, primers that make sure your makeup don't go nowhere. I do suggest a primer. I think everybody needs some sort of primer. And for my oily girls, because I'm a combination skin, but I lean more oily. Don't forget, you are going to need a setting powder. You may not want it. You may not think that you need it. I'm going to tell you right now, you in fact do. You in fact do. You need setting powder, and you will need a setting spray. Section 2 is all about the eyes. This is actually my favorite part because I believe that I have beautiful eyes and I really like to enhance them. Let me start by saying you do not need an expensive palette. Hold on. You do not need an expensive palette. If you're just starting out, you do not need the most expensive palettes out there. You can get something from the beauty supply. You can get something from any drugstore. But what I will say, regardless of where you are in your makeup journey, you need a neutrals palette. And here's what I mean by that. For this example, I'll be using The Warrior by Juvia's Place. This is what she's giving. Okay, guys, you see this? You see how we have a dark color and then some browns and some shimmers. You could also use the Makeup Revolution. I want to say it's the Maxi Reloaded. I'll insert a picture of what I am talking about, but regardless, you want nude and natural color, because you not gonna need a red every day. You not wearing a red eyeshadow every day. You not wearing blue, purple, pink, and all that stuff every day. You do not need nothing expensive, but you do need a neutrals palette. I don't care who you are. You will also need eyeliner. I used to think that it was optional, but it is not. Whether you're gonna do lashes or you're gonna do mascara, both of which I feel like you need. You need eyeliner. Honestly, eyeliner ties almost every look together. When I do strip lashes and I put them right here, anytime I don't do a tight line around my waterline, just know it looks a mess. So you will need eyeliner. You ain't got to be perfect at it. You literally can just go around your lid and call it a day. You ain't even got to try a wing, but you do need an eyeliner, sis. And as I mentioned before, I will suggest a mascara. If you're not good at lashes or you don't want to try lashes, get you a good mascara. Get you a good mascara. I suggest the one by Fenty, but I'm biased. Now to section 3, and this is my second favorite section because this is how I actually got into makeup. Lips. One thing that I'll always suggest, and honestly, mostly the only thing that is going to be in this category, is a lip liner and lip gloss. Now, yes, you can have colorful lip gloss, you can have colorful lip liner, but I feel like because of the aesthetic that we have right now, a good brown liner and some lip gloss gonna do you right. I promise that lip combo gonna eat down every single day. No matter the makeup that you do, a good lip liner that matches your skin tone and a clear gloss gonna do you right. I promise you. I promise you. Now, if you do want to go an extra step further, I suggest a red. And this is coming from somebody who hated red. I used to hate red and I was like, I don't look right. I feel like I look like a clown. Now that I'm older, I realize you do in fact need a red. Whether it's a deep red or a bright red or an almost red, you will need a red lipstick. You need something that is going to give you a pop, especially if you're not really comfortable with eyeshadow. You can go crazy on the lip and then pair it with your brown. I promise you. I promise you. My God, on today, do you need brushes? Now, you don't have to get a 30 pack of brushes. You don't even got to get really much of 12. The brushes that you are going to need is you're going to need a brush or sponge for your foundation, a brush or sponge for your contour, and same thing for your concealer. You'll need at least 3 brushes for your eyeshadow, and you will need a brush for your eyebrows. Notice that I didn't say anything earlier in any of the other sections about stuff for your eyebrows. That is because you can use your eyeshadow for your eyebrow products. You don't have to do something different, especially since you don't know how to use it. Now, if you know how to use it, hey, if you know how to use a good brow situation, go ahead. But you don't have to know how to use those things because you can just use eyeshadow. I did for a very long time, and well, it got me this far. Now for the bonus category, these are things that I'm not saying that you have to have, but it'd be an added bonus if you did decide to add it to your makeup. First things first is blush. And of course, you're going to need a brush to go with it, but blush really just it does tie your base together. It adds warmth and it adds a little flush to your face. Does make you look a little more, I don't know. To me, it makes me feel cutesy. Highlighter is the next thing. I love me a good highlight. That was the second thing that I got. I got my lips together, then I figured out how to do a BB cream, and then I learned that highlighter existed. My God, on today. Highlighter honestly just adds some shine to the high points of your face, like your cheekbone, your nose, brow bone, and things like that. It is not necessary, and there are some ways around it, but if you want to go the extra mile, I do suggest highlighter. Something else that you're going to need that doesn't fall into any of these other categories is brush cleaner. Y'all clean your brushes. Clean your brush. And this is coming from somebody who literally needs to clean hers. But y'all, come on, clean your brushes. I'll make sure y'all clean your brushes so that y'all face can be good and moisturized. And I think that's it. I will be sure to have all of the things that I have suggested at the end so that you can at least get you a little cute little screenshot to let you know what you need in your makeup bag. And thank you for watching. I'm going to try to be more consistent this year. Guys, please like, comment, and subscribe and share so that other people know what needs to be in their bags, okay? And honestly, share it with yourself so that you can remember what you need to put in your bag, because I know I be forgetting things, and I just feel like if you following me, we probably be forgetting things together, you know? So make sure you come back to this video and leave a comment. I don't know. Do something. Do something.
Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty.